everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Colts are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bears, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with. With that, let's get you up to Indianapolis. Standing by, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. On 1st and 10, Locke is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
Back to the air. Luck on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Red zone opportunity. On first down, it's Long. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They'll come out throwing here on first down. But he's going to take it. He's got a man complete. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Defense showing blitz. One receiver left is Hilton. Here's Locke, and he's got Moncrief. And down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete as well.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
Here's the punter McAfee to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And with this offense, one guy to key in on defensively is Kevin White.
Had to battle injuries at the start of his career, but boy, he's ready to fulfill his promise. An absolute beast downfield.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Alshon Jeffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, Locke throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down now after the pass completion. Off of play action, Luck. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Third and 2, Luck. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's brought down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays.
field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
On first down, it's Love. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On first down, Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
And on 2nd and 10 now. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got Moncrief. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open, too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23. Yards all told. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. Luck off the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. They'll come out in the pistol.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from. It's
taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Second down, they'll try and run the counter. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Tough day.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third and 4. From the gun on third. Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On fourth down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Just beating the play clock is Love. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Love. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a first down throw. Luck finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But
this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Ridgeway in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
They went under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Pernell McPhee. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And a nice gain. 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position. and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Block on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you call.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry up.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game. But here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game. And if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got time. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Colts a first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
To throw on second down is Locke. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
One receiver left is Hilton. Now it's Locke. And he's got Moncrief. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Another pistol look here. Now Luck. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Their big tight end, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Luck will try and throw for it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for two is going to come up empty. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll look to throw, and he's got his man on the out route. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep down. And open is Jeffrey. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. So they're going to go for 2.
I got 40. All right, here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing now, Luck. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in for a Colts score. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
to the touchdown. Here's Pat McAfee to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Over, 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 over. Watch it now, Barney.
You falling asleep?
Bro, I'm playing this Madden shit, bro. Oh my god, bro. I be getting cheated on this shit, bro. I don't understand this shit, man. Like, this shit be crazy, bro. You won or lost? Oh, this nigga receiver's catching everything, bro. I'm trying to strip the ball and everything from. Only way he dropping passes is if I'm hit sticking the receiver. Like, it gotta be like a well-timed ass hit stick. And he do the same ass play where he just rolled out. The quarterback right-handed, but he rolled out to the fucking left. And he did it again. He rolled to the left, and the receiver goes from right to left, and the quarterback throw a ball perfectly where he can only catch it, and he right-handed, bro. I don't understand that. Even if I go zone, the quarterback got enough time to throw the ball where the only receiver can get to it. He comes from the opposite side of the field. Just watch the motherfucking my YouTube, man, if you get a chance. I said if you get a chance, watch my YouTube channel, bro. Like, come on. Who?
And the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Looking at a throw. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ballgame.
This nigga won by 10, man.
Offensive explosion leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points
Huh?
up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They were great to look at.
What's your overall on that, G? Honda. Who online? This is on 2K16. Yeah, shocking apart. Oh, so right.